just got back from seeing Lincoln at the fabulous Free Refill Grant Park Theater. Before we get to Lincoln, let's do our usual housekeeping of trailers, shall we? So, what was our first trailer?
It was Life of Pi.
Was that the first one?
The first one was Life of Pi, yes.
Yes, he is correct. The first one was Life of
Okay.
Pi. What are our thoughts on the Life of Pi? I really don't have any strong feelings anyway about it. I didn't read the book though, so
I tried to read the book, couldn't really get through it, so I might go see the movie to see if I missed a good opportunity.
I think it looks neat.
I think I'd rent it.
I think it looks like a cool movie. It has like some really interesting visuals, and it doesn't look like it's going to be the greatest movie of all
I just
time.
don't know.
There's a kid and a tiger on a boat.
Yeah, I just don't know anything about the story that's like. There's nothing the trailer showed me that makes me think like, oh, this can keep my attention for 2 hours.
That's fair.
I know nothing about this story, but I'm intrigued to learn what the story is.
Yeah, it'll probably be better than the Incredible Hulk.
Probably.
So it's got that going for it.
It's true. It's true.
But then again, I guess a lot of movies probably have that going for it.
Not Transformers.
No, not Transformers, and probably not the movie. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about Life of Pi.
No, I'm kind of done.
Okay,
No.
so second trailer was.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
What was the second trailer?
I don't know what the movie's called, but
Ugh.
it's both Seth Rogen and Barbara Streisand
Oh,
going
yeah.
on a road trip.
Oh,
The
Guilt Trip.
Guilt
The
Trip.
Guilt Trip.
Yes.
The Guilt Trip.
There wasn't a lot of guilt in the trailer for that being the title. It
No, it
seemed
looked
like they
pretty
were having a
loving.
pretty good time.
Jewish people are always guilty.
Guiltine or guilty?
Depends on if
They
the mother or
feel,
not.
yeah, like the mother's always
Mother's the
guilting
guilter,
the
son is the
son
guilty.
into something, or like
My mother was a guilter. She's not Jewish.
wow,
They're like Mormon heritage.
it's the same thing.
It's just
I think
What's the difference, really?
tomato, tomato.
I'm just joking.
Jew, Mormon.
It's got
Just to clarify, this is a joke.
it's got.
Oh
Seth
no,
Rogen
we're gonna
in it.
offend the 5 people that'll ever watch this.
He
It's
clarified.
got Seth Rogen,
It
That's
does
why
have
it's
Seth
so-
Rogen.
which provides you're guaranteed 5 or 6 good one-line jokes.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a couple of
with
them in
the
the
Seth
trailer
Rogen movie.
already. That,
Yeah, there was a moment or two in the trailer that I was like, I got some amusement. I just don't have high hopes. I mean, the only comedy movie I've ever seen Barbara Streisand in was like Meet the Fockers, which was a very painful experience. And Rogen, like I like Seth Rogen, so it could be good, but it doesn't have Paul Rudd in it.
I think the problem
Nick
is
Nolan.
that
That we
Seth
know of.
Rogen is gotten to the point where he's just being offered bags of cash for movies that he doesn't
Do
have
these
any.
bags of cash have the cash symbol on
They
them?
do, but he doesn't have any stake in the movie besides being an actor. The
He's
movies
not
that-
writing the script
The really
anymore?
great Seth Rogen movies are the ones that he's really, really emotionally involved in. He's put a lot of time and
He
effort.
might have written the script. I don't know if he did.
I don't think so. It doesn't
Maybe he
look
wrote it
like
for his
something.
mom.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Seems
wanted a
unlikely.
crazy road trip,
Yeah.
and he decided to write down the shenanigans and make a movie.
Yeah. Either way, neither of which I don't think I'll
I
be
don't think
seeing
that
either of them in theaters.
If it was free on TV
Yeah.
and I was bored,
Yeah.
I might watch it.
It's a glowing review. All right, so that should be enough of that. I don't know whether or not we should review the movie first or Old People in a Theater first.
I think the crowd is a nice place to start.
Yeah, you want to start with the crowd.
I do.
Old.
Oh, the crowd.
Yeah, go ahead. You start us off.
I would just like to say that whenever you get a movie that is very historical in nature, or kind of slow, kind of like political or anything like that, you get a lot of old people in the crowd. And old people provide entertainment value to the movie, an added movie experience, because their comments and they're just generally old, makes it for hilarious situations.
and
we had a
you-
few of those.
You know what's
this evening.
interesting, before we get into those specific situations, or maybe we'll just toss them in throughout the review, is that it's very similar to when you go see a film with a bunch of 16-year-olds, specifically like, teenage girls, right? But the difference is I find they're not as funny. They're more annoying.
Yes.
Whereas the old people are doing the same thing. They're talking during the movie. They're being loud. They can't sit down in a chair.
But it's hilarious.
But it's really funny.
And you don't get mad because, like, oh, you're so old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like obviously there are competent old people in the theater. There's just a few that aren't as competent that happen to sit right behind us.
I think they just don't understand how loud they're talking.
Oh, probably
It's
not.
different to have a quiet. Like I I've mentioned things in a movie or like had a chuckle or didn't understand something before.
Yeah.
But you don't go, "Hey, is that Sally Field?"
What?
Yeah, you don't. That's the difference. I think is that their comments are
Really loud.
very audible to the other
Yeah.
people around them. which
And
makes
if
it
I
really
did
fun.
ask you if it was Sally Field, I would probably hear your answer and wouldn't have to ask 4 more times afterwards.
Yeah, that's the best part. So
Oh.
the crowd had some great moments.
Yeah, there was some golden times. In addition to the lady who asked her husband 5 times if Sally Field was in the movie while Sally Field was on the screen, I think it was probably the same couple who were watching the movie. It's the movie's been on for, I'd say, roughly like half an hour, 40 minutes at this point. Okay, it's not like the beginning. It's been on for 40 minutes. And this woman, you see her turn to her husband. She's like, "Is this movie in color?"
For the record, the movie is in color.
The movie is in color. It's not black and white. God, and like, fair enough. The movie actually is really dark.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
it's
gray
shot
tones in
in
it.
really kind of gray and white tones. I mean, at the time she said it, there was green grass on the screen, so
It's a darker film, but it's not black. It's obviously color.
yeah.
I mean, it's darker toned and themed, but
Definitely.
it's not.
There's
this movie
I
there's
didn't find it
black
that
and
dark
white?
and themed.
No, I thought
depended on
thought
the
they just
scene, in
used
my
like
opinion.
it was a very gray movie. Like some would say there was probably at least 50 shades of gray in that movie.
Boo, boo, Ben Knopp, boo.
Anytime you mention gray, you have to mention how many shades of gray.
No, I feel like if we're gonna mention gray, we should think of Liam Neeson and wolves.
That's fair.
Maybe Gandalf to people like you.
Yeah,
But anyway, I guess we
Back
should
on
probably
track.
review the movie.
yeah, Lincoln.
Lincoln. What'd you guys think?
Well, I thought it was exactly what I expected it to be. Amazing acting, slow-moving story about the most famous thing that Lincoln had ever done.
Spoiler
Right.
alert, he dies in the end.
It's a little early for spoilers.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Fuck.
But yeah,
Black people are people too.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Thoroughly
just like as a brief. Yeah, I like absolutely loved it. But I like slow moving movies that are about historical people, like just very, very interesting, stories. I think that I don't know. I just enjoy that kind of movie.
It's fair.
What'd you
Bridget,
think?
what'd you think? We'll go into more specifics afterwards. I just want to get a general feel of what you guys thought.
I don't know. I was really torn because the acting was great. The cinematography was amazing.
You were Natalie Ambrosia?
Imbruglia.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Imbruglia.
go.
It would have been a sweet reference.
Anyway, acting was really great. Cinematography was great.
Let's do
Costume
it again.
was
I can
great.
edit that out. No.
And I don't know. It was weird because it was funnier than I thought it was going to be. It had nice little jokey
Yeah.
moments I didn't see coming.
It was way funnier.
And there was, Tommy Lee Jones, which is always good.
Yes, Batman Forever was amazing.
But I don't know. There's something about it. Like, I really liked a lot of aspects about it. And I got really emotional at the end, but I don't know. I don't think I liked it.
Was it slow moving? Like
It was very
Did you feel
slow-moving.
like the slow moving aspect of it kind of took you out of the story a little bit?
Kind of. I mean, I don't usually it depends on the film. Obviously, like there's some slow moving stories I'd probably enjoy, but for some reason this one just was not.
Bridget is 20. She doesn't have the attention span. You know how the youth are.
Youth these days.
If there's no shirtless Indian boys, it just can't.
I don't like Twilight.
Your vagina says differently.
No, my vagina doesn't like Twilight either.
Can I give my thought on the movie now? Is it my
Yes.
turn? Okay.
Go.
So